Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to ArchiHacks. So today, I'm gonna be visualizing this futuristic room. Actually, I'm not gonna be the one visualizing it. We will be finding some people on Fiverr to visualize it for us. So here is the actual design of our project. So you can see it's a quite futuristic looking room with a lot of complex geometry. So this is a conceptual project for a very famous person that you probably already heard of, and I'm pretty excited to share this project with you in the near future. But in the meantime, this is a quick spoiler. And you know what? Awesome design deserves awesome visualization. So let's go take a look at Fiverr and see what they can do for us. Okay, so here we are on Fiverr website. This is a platform where freelancers can find their clients and clients can find their freelancers. You can virtually hire any kind of gigs out here. There's WordPress, voiceover, video explainer, SEO, illustration. So if you want to find some professionals to kind of collaborate with and do some quick things for you, this can be a really good place to find it. And one of the services, of course, includes architectural visualization. Okay, let's try this one, architectural rendering. As you can see, there is almost 5,000 services available, and there are a huge range of style and quality. There are some animations out here, there are some watercolor style, and also just hyper realistic, just a regular rendering that you expect from a daily basis. Now, let's go find some artists who seem like the right people for the job. Okay, so here we are. We want to try a wide range of artists out there, so let's take a look at the most affordable option. So we found this artist, DLLY123, DILLY. I'm not sure, but she is a level 2 seller with 4.9 stars and 366 ratings. And looking at her rendering, it seems like she does a huge range of different kind of renderings out there. It seems like she also does plans and sections, SketchUp modeling, so it seems like a jack of all trades. And I just noticed this rendering in particular and it looked amazing. So next up on our list, steps up our pay grade. Looking at her work, I think she probably deserves it. Her work seems pretty consistent and high quality and almost photorealistic, so I don't doubt that we'll get an amazing quality out of her. And she's also a top rated seller with 4.9 stars and 627 ratings. So I think she could probably do a good job. And there are different tiers for her gig. So basic one is $60, standard one is $150. So this is when the room gets a little bigger. And then when your rendering is for commercial purposes, she charges $250. I'm guessing that our project is going to fit into this category. So let's see where this goes. Okay, last but not least, we have the big gun right over here. We're gonna be looking into Jess Thorpe, who is a level 2 seller with 5-star rating and 35 reviews so far. Now, even though she has fewer track records, I think her work is quite promising. As you can see, the work is just kind of self-explanatory. Everything is looking pretty consistent and neutral and really shows off the project. I really can't tell if some of these are photographs or renderings. And for us, we will probably go with a medium interior room because we're going for the living room. I think we might be pushing the living room boundary a little bit, but let's see where this goes. So before we go into our final results, just wanted to talk to you guys briefly about the experience of working with these freelancers. So first off, we had to first contact them in advance and talk to them about our project in specific. Now, because our project is a little bit more complex and larger than normal living room, we did get some premium charges to them. So the first one went from $5 to $25, and the third one went from $200 to $250. And in addition, we have also sent them this sketch to kind of give them a sense of like the lighting condition and the texture so that we can be on the same page. So let's take a look at what they've done. Here we have our first rendering by DLLY124. This one costed $25 and turnaround was only about a week. So awesome work DLLY, this looks fantastic. Now this rendering was interesting because she was the only one who rendered this in a night scene. And I guess that was kind of fitting because that's kind of what we envisioned in the beginning. And yeah, she's gotten there fairly close. It stays pretty true to our sketch. So good job on that front. So now let's take a closer look. This glass looks nice and realistic and sharp. And this piano, this wooden texture looks a little odd, but that's an interesting choice. And these people definitely look a little awkward, and the placement is quite questionable as well. Aside from that, I think it's a pretty quick and fine rendering. This wasn't the money shot rendering for our project, and if I didn't have time at all, I think I wouldn't mind paying $25 for this rendering. Now let's go over to the second rendering. Second rendering is done by KwangHui1111, and it costed us $150 in the end. And look at what she's given us. Oh my goodness, this looks fantastic. Like, she's put in all these little railings for the glass. There are these lighting elements in there. All these little details that she has put in is amazing. And this piano, yeah, definitely looks a little bit closer to what we had envisioned. And she has put in a lot of details that we hadn't even specified. For example, these little strip lights that go alongside the staircase. And this little texture on the wall, that looks amazing. She just opted to go for this metallic texture for the main column. And honestly, you know what? I hadn't even thought about this possibility, but this looks so amazing that I decided to go with this. So another cool thing is that she was the first one to deliver this out of all three of them. So we reached out to all three of them at the same time, but she was the first one to deliver this. And she also didn't raise her price or anything despite the complexity of the project. So thank you so much, KwangHui, and I strongly recommend this freelancer for anyone who's hoping to get some visualization work done. Now let's move on to our third one. Now third one is visualized by Jess Thorpe, and this one costed about $250, and I had really big hopes for this because she had amazing track record. Another thing I really liked about her is that she asked us a lot of questions to clarify. So what are these textures? And she's also given us updates on every step of the way, so we were able to adjust the direction if it was kind of slightly off from what we had originally anticipated. So yeah, she did a fantastic job. So let's take a look at her rendering. And right away, this looks almost realistic. I guess minus our building design itself, but the rendering is almost flawless. It just looks too good. Now she's went ahead and fixed the extremely wide-angled distortion, so I guess that's part of the reason. And she has done a very subtle job with these strip lights, and one of the things I really appreciate about her work is that she's added these bar stools and all these little accessories. This fire pit looks amazing. And then also this piano, she's replaced our janky piano proxy that we had and replaced it with an actual high quality model. And even this carpet, I just noticed this. Yeah, this carpet is also new. It's a fantastic job, honestly. This looks amazing. And in terms of materiality, it's really close to what we had originally envisioned as well. Just two colors, black and white, and the materiality is consistent between all these different parts of the building. So I feel like you really get what you paid for. This is the type of rendering I would like to have for the cover picture or the money shot of our project. So if your project requires a fantastic rendering who can reliably do a good job, then I think both of these artists are my recommendations for you guys. Okay, so that has been our summary of renders. So working with these artists have been super seamless thanks to the Fiverr's platform, because they allow you to facilitate different kind of conversations in a very intuitive manner. For example, if they send you a preview image, you can quickly comment on them directly on the photo. And the freelancer will be able to see exactly where you have left the comment and make changes accordingly. And you know what? Honestly, this is like such a great experience, like having to do all the texturing, do the lighting, and trying different renderings out. You know, sometimes like for high quality rendering, I have to wait overnight. And the ability to just kind of give it away and forget about it is like just great, you know. So the other thing about Fiverr is that not only are they a place where you can hire freelancers, but also a place where you can become a freelancer as well. So if you have a rendering or different kind of talent that you would like to share with others, make sure to check out this platform, and maybe this can be the beginning of your career. So these artists have done a fantastic job for us, and in the near future we will share more details about this project, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!